Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Relab Live. I don't really know what number this one is now, but what I know is we're not far to the end of what I'm going to call the season 1 of Relab Live. But I'm thinking we're going to stop at episode number 20. So it's probably a few more episodes after this one. And from there, what we're planning to do is to wrap it up and do our own version of review on Relab Live and this whole vlog thing that we're doing. And hopefully we'll be able to produce better content, better type of production as well the next time we come back, hopefully in the New Year's. Okay, so hopefully though, if you've been following the content and been watching this every week, thank you so much for following. But hopefully the content that we bring forward to you has been a good value, not just fun or entertaining, but that most importantly, fun and entertaining. But hopefully it's given you a bit of value in terms of what we do here, as I said in the first episode. But the purpose of all of this is really to give you a bit more insights on how we do things in Relab. I wanted it to be as raw as possible, for it to be real, not so much staged. So everything that you've seen so far is pretty much the way it is. If you've seen less footage lately in the latest episodes, that's because we've been very, very busy and there's no one dedicated to, I guess, document the happenings within a day. So we've been quite restricted of that. But nevertheless, I always try to bring some sort of a content or a key message within every episode that hopefully is positive from your side as well. Okay, and this one specifically, I'd like to talk about speed and why it matters in our type of business, specifically in Relab. It's something that I've learned very, very closely about in the last 1 to 2 years. It's because it's a value that's been, I guess, brought up by our key customers that I feel wasn't so much of a value at all myself, because I thought that's how things should be done, in a speedy way, in a fast delivery way, because I feel like that is important. There's a sense of urgency. And if you've seen previous episodes before, I've spoken about this briefly, but to us in Relab, speed is probably the number one thing, without having to compromise quality. So speed in terms of delivery, responses, just making sure that everything that comes in is being dealt with a sense of urgency and importance. And for those of you out there wanting to, build your own business, specifically in the field of creative, digital, or the things that we're doing here at Relab, for me personally, it's probably the most important thing to stand out amongst your competitors or peers, because I think that's something that people think is important, but not everyone is able to work it out in terms of the details. And what I'm feeling as well as we grow, as we work with more customers and more, I guess, time-sensitive projects, that becomes more and more of a challenge. And I guess the fun bit for me as the owner of the business is trying to figure out how to do it, and strategically how are we able to deliver the same type of speed and quality without having to lose the rate of the speed itself. So that's not easy, but there are things and there are workflows that can be designed around that to be able to still maintain that. And for the customers themselves, they don't really realize that, because really as the customer, you don't need to worry about our type of challenges, but for you just to feel, that you're a VIP. So really in Relab, what we're trying to do is to make everyone, all customers, no matter how small or big, is we're trying to make them feel like they're a VIP, and everyone is to us. So if I was to take a recent example, and I won't mention names here, we've been awarded with a very important customer, or account as we call it, simply because of that, simply because of the speed that we bring forward and that value that has been trusted upon us, because our peers wouldn't be able to deliver something on time, or things become a little bit too difficult in some sense, whereas when it came to us, everything, I guess, without underestimating it, but everything seems to be a lot easier to understand for the customer, and there's less complexity in it. And on top of that, it can be delivered a lot faster. And simply because of that reason, then we got the job, which leads us to more and more work and more ongoing type of relationship. So that's an example that has often happened before here in Relab, and really that's the reason why we've grown. So based on that, my point is that if you're starting something new, one of the things that is going to stand out as a value to whoever your customer is pretty much how fast you can deliver. The faster you are without losing quality, the better you are as well, because then you're saving time, you're saving the customer's time just because you're delivering faster. So time is obviously the most important asset for everyone, and that is the same for your customers too. And if you see it from that perspective, then I think it is very, very important to deliver things in a speedy way. Okay, so I'll leave you to that, and hopefully you've been enjoying the content so far. And if you haven't subscribed to us already, please do so. I would really appreciate it. And if you have comments or feedbacks, leave it down below, and I'll see you next time.